Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the moment we've all been waiting for, the 2025 G20 TechSprint Award Ceremony, proudly hosted by the South African Reserve Bank and the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub. My name is Ain Dubazani, a senior fintech analyst at the Reserve Bank and your program director for the day. This afternoon, we celebrate not only innovation, but also the spirit of collaboration and sheer intellectual horsepower that has brought us to this moment. In May, when we launched the 2025 TechSprint competition, we challenged the world's brightest minds to create solutions that focused on trust and integrity in scalable and open finance. And today, we honor the teams who rose to the challenge and exceeded it. It is the first time that the G20 TechSprint is being hosted on African soil, a historic milestone, not only for South Africa, but for the continent as a whole. It has given us all a front row seat to a global innovation challenge that proves the simple but powerful truth that transformative fintech solutions can emerge from anywhere. And both must be practical and impactful. This morning, we hosted the G20 TechSprint in Durban, where we explored the building blocks of secure and inclusive open finance. For those who weren't with us earlier, the sessions offered valuable insight into how trust, interoperability, and innovation intersect in the real world. So it is fitting, after the dialogue, that we now celebrate cutting-edge solutions to the challenges we face. We have a powerful lineup of speakers to set the stage for our awards, starting with the distinguished governor of the South African Reserve Bank. Please welcome, for the opening address, Governor Lesetja Kganyago.
Thank you very much, Program Director. I'm not sure why I was chosen for this. Firstly, is that I don't like judging people, and now, and now I must be here because we have a TechSprint. But as you know, we are nearly at the end of our G20 presidency. The finance track was handed over to the United States last month, and we have turned our attention to the Leaders Summit in just over a week. This TechSprint has the distinction of being our last landmark event as the finance track in 2025. It is thus fitting that we are finishing our presidency with the subject of trust and integrity in finance. A core principle of our presidency was that we would not pack the agenda with more topics and more working groups. We wanted to avoid priority proliferation. Instead, we aimed to be disciplined about the agenda and put the finance track spotlight on existing issues that were significantly important for us, and that at the top of this was the issue of inclusivity and innovation in finance. There is a lot of change in this space currently. Some that works well, others not so much. Domestically, and I take South Africa as an example, we remain excessively dependent on paper-based systems. That includes processes for verifying identity, from loan applications to making payments. There is also the use of cash, which remains the most popular form for transacting in South Africa, despite the existence of more sophisticated alternatives. The South African Reserve Bank has embarked on a major initiative to address this and deliver a more digital, inclusive future. From a global perspective, cross-border finance remains cumbersome and expensive. This is nowhere more true than in Africa. Moving money from one country to another is an inefficient process, especially for poorer people. We still live in a world where it can make more sense for earners in South Africa to send money home to Zimbabwe by putting someone on a taxi with the cash. It is not quite the Stone Age, but it is close to the Stone Age. Technologically, of course, we have the ability to do much better. But if the problem were that easy, I think that it would have been already solved. Unfortunately, there are many challenges in this space that remain unsolved and which are holding up transformative progress. This G20 TechSprint is based on 3 of these problems. The first is digital identity. We need verifiable privacy-preserving technologies to establish trust among financial institutions and enable broader financial participation. The second is credit data portability. We need secure consumer concerted data exchange solutions so credit data can go to work and improve access to finance. And the third and last is fraud and cyber risk mitigation. We need payment efficiencies that are matched with technologies to significantly reduce fraud and cyber risks. Here at the South African Reserve Bank, we value innovation, but we also know our space. As central banks, we are not quite innovators. We engage with innovation. At the same time, we appreciate that innovation is really driven by established institutions. Our comparative advantage is really about managing the macroeconomic and regulatory environments in which households and firms can thrive. Innovation, by contrast, usually comes from different teams having the freedom to experiment. Often they are working in labs or even garages rather than towers in capital cities. Innovation means taking risks, trying out different ideas, and being open to unimaginative concepts. The Bank for International Settlement has been convening these TechSprint competitions for 5 years now, and we are honored to have been the co-host this year. Our 2 institutions both strongly believe in the philosophy of the TechSprints to take on major public policy issues, identify the problems that need solving, and open them to innovations of all backgrounds. For this G20 TechSprint, we had over 165 entries from 30 countries. Of these, we have 15 finalists, unfortunately. I would like to congratulate the 15 finalists who have made it here against intense competition. To the other entrants, my team has told me there were many wonderful ideas submitted, including some that did not match the criteria, but that were nonetheless brilliant. We ran a rigorous judging process with the BIS and sector experts, but there are many winning ideas in history that were not recognized straight away. Maybe there are some of those here today too. To all the teams, thank you for entering. Thank you for innovating. As the Nobel Committee reminded us this year, innovation is the fundamental driver of prosperity, and it is people like you who lead it. We are going to have a financial system in the future that is more open, that is inclusive, and that is secure. And it may well be ideas in this room that get us there. There are no losers in this competition, only those who provided solutions that are advancing us quickest. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Governor. The G20 TechSprint is a powerful example of what global collaboration can achieve. And central to that effort is our partner, the Bank for International Settlements Innovation Hub. We are now honored to welcome a virtual intervention from the General Manager of the BIS, Pablo Hernandez da Cos. Let us turn our attention to the screens.
Distinguished guests, dear Lesecha, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to address you at the closing of the 2025 G20 TechSprint, a milestone in our collective journey of innovation. First, I extend my sincere gratitude to the South African Reserve Bank for hosting this successful edition under the G20 presidency, which has put solidarity, equality, and sustainability at the center of the global agenda. The spirit of Ubuntu, I am because we are, has guided us through this tech sprint and reminds us that the toughest challenges demand collective approaches and cooperative solutions. Since its launch in 2020, the G20 TechSprint has served as a premier global innovation challenge and a platform for responsible financial innovation. It is where bright, diverse teams will bring technical rigor to public policy priorities. The BIS has had the privilege of co-hosting the TechSprint with the G20 presidency every year since its inception in 2020. And we are delighted to co-host this year's edition with the South African Reserve Bank. The G20 TechSprint provides a stage for innovators from around the world to demonstrate how new technologies can address some of the most important challenges facing the financial sector. Their solutions have inspired us all, and I'm sure that this year's finalists will do the same. Each TechSprint has advanced the G20 priorities. In 2023, we focused on cross-border payments. In 2024, on sustainable finance to support challenges related to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This year, we turn to trust and integrity, underscoring our collective commitment to advancing the principles of scalability and financial inclusion. These form the foundation without which neither efficiency nor sustainability can endure. Only by embedding trust and integrity can we scale the progress of past years into the future. Over the last 6 months, more than 165 teams from over 30 countries have taken up that challenge. 15 finalists refined and developed their technology solutions to tackle 3 core problem statements: verifiable, privacy-preserving digital identity, consumer-consented secure credit data portability, and fraud and cyber risk mitigation for fast payment systems. Each thread of work addresses a different facet of trust. Addressing these challenges will make financial services more accessible, inclusive, and competitive. As in previous years, I'm confident that this year's TechSprint will deliver innovative solutions to address important pain points. The BIS Innovation Hub has long worked to address some of these challenges through our projects. For example, in Project Nexus, which advances standardized connections between domestic instant payment systems, has now been successfully spun off into an independent entity. The recently launched Aperta seeks to connect open finance infrastructures across jurisdictions. These projects, among others, are designed to reduce frictions, increase interoperability, and strengthen resilience. They demonstrate that technological progress must go hand in hand with robust governance and standards. Innovations without trust will not scale. A scale without integrity will not endure. But there is still much more to be done. As financial technologies expand access and foster inclusivity, they also introduce new challenges. The G20 TechSprint provides a unique opportunity to harness the collective intelligence and creativity of the technology community to develop actionable solutions to these challenges. To the teams, congratulations for your intellectual courage, your perseverance, and your creativity. To the judges, thank you for your time and expertise. Your role in this process has been indispensable. To Governor Ganiago and the SHARP, thank you for your leadership and for embodying the collaborative spirit that makes these global efforts possible. Today, we will recognize the teams whose work best embodies these principles. The winners you are about to hear from have distinguished themselves not only through technical ingenuity, but also through how their solutions advance privacy, inclusion, and trust. As we move to the announcement later, I invite you to carry forward the same collaborative energy that brought us here. Let us continue to collaborate, innovate, and build solutions that endure. Let us turn the ideas produced in this tech sprint into actionable items. Thank you to all who contributed for your curiosity, your discipline, and your commitment to a more open and trusted financial future. Congratulations to the winners and to all who have contributed to this journey. Together, let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration that defines the G20 TechSprint. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. To close out our official addresses and to set the tone for the finalist showcase, we are honored to welcome our keynote speaker. He brings a wealth of knowledge with a portfolio that ranges from financial stability policies, fintech and digital currencies, climate change, sustainable growth, and gender issues. It is my great pleasure to introduce Thao Zan, Chief Representative for Asia and the Pacific at the BIS, to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you. I know I owe Governor Letitia's a trip here because I've never been his home. It's in the Reserve Bank of South Africa. So when he mentioned it, there's an event here, and then someone asked me to come, and I'm so glad to come. So it is not a formality, but it's truly from my bottom of my heart. So Governor Letitia and distinguished guests and colleagues and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. So it is tremendous pleasure to be with you here in Pretoria at the closing of this year's G20 TechSprint. We gather here in a place that has been a source of intellectual leadership across the continent, and in a country whose spirit of Ubuntu echoes, I am because we are. We collaborate in the TechSprint as a collective to enhance trust in the financial ecosystem. Technology may move fast, but sound governance is essential so that trust is built carefully and intentionally. I mention governance not only because Governor Letitia is the chairman of the BIS Central Bank Governance Group, but he actually is the leader and champion on that. And today, as we celebrate innovators who are shaping the future of finance, I would like to note that innovation succeeds only when it is underpinned by robust governance. Without sound governance, technology risks creating as many challenges as it seeks to solve. But with thoughtful governance, we can ensure that innovation earns and sustains trust, enabling it to transform our financial systems while upholding the stability and integrity that are essential for progress. This competition came into existence in 2020 as we know it, born from a shared vision between the BIS Innovation Hub and the G20. Together, we saw the potential to foster groundbreaking solutions for some of the most critical issues facing our financial systems. The G20 TechSprint has since become a global platform that pushes the boundaries of financial technology and real-world impact. For us at BIS, the TechSprint represents the power of collaborations and creativities. Each year, the themes and the problem statements are chosen deliberately to address urgent challenges and focal priorities of global regulatory and central banking communities. The work done here today, year after year, turns bold ideas into forces with the potential to reshape the future. Let me express my sincere appreciation to Governor Letitia and the colleagues at the South African Reserve Banks for hosting and championing these remarkable additions in 2025. My gratitude also goes to Leo Horsley of the South African Reserve Bank and Benedict Norlands of the BIS Innovation Hub Hong Kong Center, my colleagues located in Hong Kong, along with their respective teams who are all presented here, I believe, for working tirelessly over the past year to scope, to shape, and execute the TechSprint. Their year-long commitment has made today's event possible. To judges, mentors, the subject matters expert, thank you for your time, your guidance, your expertise, and wisdom. And most importantly, to all the participating teams, thank you. You have approached this challenge with great courage and creativity. Just now, in his keynote, our general managers, Pablo Hernandez-Caucas, reflected on the evolution of the TechSprint and the vital role of global cooperations. I would like to build on that by sharing a perspective from the BIS. And as someone coming from Asia, which is a region like Africa, with a deep passion for sports, which permits me to draw an analogy from the world of sports with today's TechSprint. Well, in the end, it's competition anyway. The BIS mission is to support central banks' pursuit of monetary and financial stabilities through international cooperation. Central banks are navigating a wave of unprecedented financial technology innovations, including mobile payments, digital currencies, programmable money, artificial intelligence, and enhanced cross-border connectivities, etc., all of which are transforming the global financial landscape. So working together with our partners, particularly through the BIS Innovation Hub, the BIS has committed to fostering international cooperations on innovative financial technology with the central banks by identifying and analyzing a critical technological trend, developing public goods to enhance the global financial systems, and serving as a hub for a network of central bank innovation experts during these fast-moving transformations. As Governor Lasecias mentioned it, we also engaging from our end with our member central banks and other shareholders. So in sports terms, this is what we call playing offensive. Yet, as we innovate, we must also safeguard trust in the financial system, and effective governance is central to this effort. As our financial systems continue to evolve, become more interconnected, and expand through digital innovations, protecting that trust grows more and even more increasingly complex and even more critical. Governance is not merely a safeguard, it is a cornerstone of trust, providing the stability and assurance needed to navigate these complexities within confidence. This is the backdrop for this joint BIS G20 TechSprint. In sports terms, this is what we call playing defensive. In other words, offense and defense must go hand in hand. For central banks, innovations must be future ready, but also responsible and secure future-proof. Digital transformations brings extraordinary opportunities, but also new risks, including threats to data privacy, cyber vulnerabilities, identity fraud, and market fragmentation, just name a few. Each of these challenges is addressed by the suggested solutions you will soon see on the stage as winners of today's TechSprint. The BIS Innovation Hub is actively exploring that can be enabled secure, efficient, and open financial systems through your work, through our work in cross-border payments, open finance, trusted data exchange, fraud and securities, cybersecurities. We show that technology can provide wider access balanced with trust and resilience. For example, projects such as Project Agora on cross-border payments, Project Tamga on cross-border verifications, Project Alberta on cross-border data portabilities via open finance infrastructures, Project Nadine on fraud identifications, and Project Raven on cybersecurity, just to name a few. All of these have demonstrated that when central banks and innovators come together, they can bring innovations and governance together to build trust. So this year's G20 TechSprint further contributed to these areas of the focus across all the three problem statements. The first is variable privacy preserving digital identity. Second one is consumer consent secured credit data portability. Three is fraud and cyber risk mitigations for instant payment. So these problem statements aim to foster innovative solutions that enhance trust and integrity in finance, empower citizens through financial inclusions, and improve access to finance for small and medium-sized enterprises. This includes developing secure, customs-consented data exchange solutions that enable seamless cross-border sharing of credit information. In addition, the initiative seeks to drive wider adoptions of faster payment systems by leveraging technology designed to reduce fraud and cyber risks. These objectives align very closely with the broader G20 roadmap. Now, to our finalists, your work embodies the ideal that trust is not assumed or taken as given. It is built through transparency, security, responsible innovations, and sound governance. Your solutions demonstrate how technology underpinned by robust governance frameworks can protect consumers, enhance financial systems, integrity, and accelerate inclusions and economic growth. Together, you are proving that innovation and governance, when aligned, can foster trust, the most valuable currency today, and lay the foundation for a more inclusive and resilient financial futures. So congratulations to each of you. Your ideas are visionary, yet grounded in real-world need. You have contributed meaningfully to advancing the future of global finance. As we celebrate today's achievement, let us remember the journey towards resilient, trusted, and inclusive finance is ongoing. The challenges are dynamic, and so must be our own response. The BIS remains deeply committed to supporting innovations that enhance the integrities and stabilities of the financial systems, and we will continue working alongside central banks, policymakers, innovators, partners across sectors and borders. So to close, to all participants, mentors, and organizers, thank you. Your creativities, dedications, and ambitions drive these initiatives and inspire the global community. Today, we will name winners but truly, every team that contributed this year had advanced our shared mission. Your innovation matters. Your work brings us together, closer to a future where finance is open, secure, and trusted at scale, and accordingly, we have summarized it in this year's publications that will be uploaded on the BIS G20 TechSprint webpage shortly. So finally, congratulations once again, and thank you all for being part of this great journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zahn, for that inspiring keynote address. The addresses we've heard today have reinforced the urgency of our shared mission and the theme of this year's TechSprint, to build financial systems that are open, scalable, interoperable, and anchored in trust. We now move to the presentation of the 2025 G20 TechSprint Awards. The teams you're about to meet have spent weeks perfecting their concepts under immense pressure. They represent the very best of global fintech. And as the governor noted earlier, this year's TechSprint attracted an impressive response with more than 165 submissions from across the globe. From this highly competitive field, our judges faced the difficult task of selecting just 5 finalists for each of the 3 problem statements. To support the development and refinement of their solutions, each finalist team received a stipend of $5,000. Today's winners not only receive global recognition, they will also each be awarded a grand prize of $30,000. Before we proceed with the formalities and announce the winners, a quick word about the trophies they'll be taking home today. The trophies are crafted from 100% recycled material, mainly from shredded South African banknotes. Really cool, right? Banknotes remain one of the most trusted symbols of value, and in this context, they've been reimagined to inspire trust as the foundation of open finance. The design features 5 interlocking arcs, symbolizing innovation, collaboration, economy, inclusion, and sustainability. Foundational values that define both the G20 TechSprint and the future of finance. The awards will be presented by the Deputy Governors of the South African Reserve Bank. Each winning team will be invited to come onto the stage to receive their award and will have a minute or 2 to share a few words. I will also invite Governor Kganyago, as well as Mr. Tauzan, to join the winners on stage for a photo opportunity. So, let's begin. For problem statement 1, on digital identity, the judges were Gail Hodges, Joseph Attic, and P. Vasudevan. I would like to present the finalists and the winners, and the winner at least. It is my honor to invite to the stage Deputy Governor Fundi Chizibana.
Thank you, Program Director. The solution developed by the winner of problem statement number 1 addresses one of the most urgent challenges in both domestic and cross-border payments. That is creating verifiable and privacy-preserving digital identity solutions. And as you all know your customer, or KYC, is essential to maintaining a secure financial system and is required by most regulators around the world. However, existing solutions often compromise user privacy and depend on national identity issues, which can lead to inefficiencies and interoperability challenges. So innovators were challenged to develop a solution that can be trusted across borders and is scalable. Let's see who the finalists were.
We are Vault ID, open source identity and wallet infrastructure used by 25,000 developers and organizations to build digital ID issuance, verification, and wallets across sectors using global standards. The internet was built without an identity layer. And as a result, payments are cumbersome and related fraud and scams are growing rapidly. We provide the infrastructure that enables organizations to issue and verify digital credentials, to facilitate payments and other financial transactions, as well as wallet infrastructure that allows businesses and governments to launch ID wallets, all based on global standards and aligned with emerging digital ID regulations. Our vision is to build a world in which every financial interaction is trusted and effortless.
Hi everyone, I'm Papi Chabalala and I'm part of the Wizard and UnoPay team rolling out Wizard's soft-POS capability directly to B2B customers as well as underserved merchants. African merchants face a critical paradox. KYC verification demands extensive requirements, and this creates the type of friction that undermines the transition into digital payments. Our solution, however, introduces a modern twist through privacy-preserving digital identity and verifiable credentials. We integrate our DID with our auto-onboarding PSP infrastructure to create a seamless onboarding saga where merchants verify once and then reuse their digital identity everywhere else. Flow isn't just about digital identity infrastructure. We're building trust infrastructure that combines privacy and compliance to talk to each other. When every African can prove who they are without revealing any sensitive data, that's when financial inclusion happens.
Hi everyone, I'm Saurav Raj and today we are going to talk about Nuvo Wallet. It is a digital data wallet and smart card solution that allows users to manage their identity, financial and healthcare data all in a single place. The solution works for business entities as well and is available online and offline. This is the current situation where without Nuvo Wallet, an average citizen juggles with multiple identity, payments, health records, government services, and dozens of private apps. Coming to Nuvo Wallet, think of it as the MasterCard for exchange of data, or like we say in India as the UPI for data transfer. Users can link and store verified documents, credentials, share them with one-tap consent, and access services instantly either with the mobile app or the smart card. India's DPI stack is strong, but what is missing is an interoperable layer that connects people to services, especially in low infrastructure and connectivity environments. This is the white space Nuvo Wallet fills. Our vision is to empower India's next wave of digital inclusion and make digital identity, finance, and healthcare accessible to every individual. And we look forward to your support and having you on board on this journey. Thank you.
Hello G20 team, we are Miko, a global team specialized in digital identity and secure data sharing. First of all, we want to thank you in having the opportunity to be able to respond to this TechSprint, where we're looking forward in presenting you a solution for the statement, verifiable and privacy-preserving digital identity solution. With me are my two colleagues, Linus and Yolanda, who will be joining you in South Africa in November. And I'll throw to Yolanda to give an overview of what we've put together for you.
So as part of our submission, we have a few videos and a couple of documents. Here on the screen, you can see we have our primary video, which is the response to problem statement 1. To accompany that, we also have a video transcript for those of you who might like to have a look as you follow through with the video. Second of all, we have a technical overview video where Linus goes into a little bit more detail about our solution. Third, we have an asset register. This is where, if you wish, you can take part in our platform itself, have a look behind the scenes, and there's some additional links to videos in there as well. And lastly, we have some additional content, some supporting videos, which are hosted, available for you anytime to have a look.
We're looking forward to coming to South Africa and presenting our solution in person. Thank you for watching and see you soon.
Hello, I'm Animesh, founder and CEO of CurrencyNet, a UK-based fintech building quantum-safe financial infrastructure. Today, sending money across cross-border is still slow, costly, and risky, with repeated KYC checks and weak data protection. Our solution, QGuard, is a quantum-safe identity layer that lets users verify once and be trusted everywhere, across banks, apps, and borders, instantly and securely. It protects privacy, ensures compliance, and gives regulator visibility, all without exposing personal data. CurrencyNet, building quantum-safe trust layer for instant, compliant cross-border payments.
Thank you to all our finalists. Now to the critical announcement. Drum roll. And the winner is Own a Pay. Congratulations.
Yes. First of all, I want to thank my mom. She passed away about 2 years ago. She would have been proud. But most importantly, these two gentlemen and myself, we are accountants. And the idea was just solving the problem that we see on the street. We want to be able to onboard every single merchant on the street and give them access to financial inclusion. That is the goal. We are going to take one merchant at a time and onboard them into the financial system so that they can have access to finance. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Congratulations to Owner Pay, and I think that resonated with all of us, and we're all deeply touched. Send heartfelt congratulations to the winners. I'm going to bring DG Fundi back onto the stage for the presentation of the finalists and the award for problem statement 2. And problem statement 2 focused on credit data portability. And the judges for that category, or that problem statement, were Gilham Jose, Jeremy Gray, Kwame Opong, and MB Christie. DG Fundi.
Thank you. The winner for problem statement 2 had to provide a solution that removes one of the most critical barriers for small and medium-sized enterprises: access to finance. At least 40% of SMEs in sub-Saharan Africa have cited lack of funding as their biggest challenge. While the regional funding gap is said to exceed $140 billion, the other challenge is that over 70 jurisdictions regulate open finance and data with varied standards and frameworks. And cross-border data portability remains underdeveloped. With such acute challenges, the innovators had to dig deep to think of a solution that would enable secure, customer-consented credit data sharing across borders using encrypted APIs and privacy-enhancing technologies. Their approach had to empower SMEs to access finance more easily, support real-time credit scoring, and ensure that data is only used with the customer's consent. Let's have a look at our finalists.
Hi, my name is Debo Homokwena. I am the founder and CEO of Akiba Digital. We're a group of innovators passionate about unlocking financial access to financial opportunities in Africa. This is a problem that affects over 80% of the population in Africa who just do not have traditional identity and also do not have traditional credit scores. This obviously excludes them from products like credit, insurance, and many more. We're solving this problem by leveraging alternative data and aggregating that data so that many more businesses can leverage it to make powerful decisions. Not only do we enable them to automate the verifications and risk assessments of their customers, but we also give them a comprehensive risk decisioning capability that can automate a lot of the process that they follow today and make the operation a lot more lean. Now, we believe that by solving this problem, not only will this benefit the continent, but we believe that financial inclusion is what will absolutely transform Africa.
Good day, everybody. My name is Watson Matsa, the CEO of Isis Farm Africa. At Isis Farm, we're unlocking Africa's farming potential by solving one big problem, which is farmers without credit histories. Our platform builds digital credit profiles for smaller farmers using real-time farm data, from soil test to harvest, all using WhatsApp. For every activity reported, we use that as proof of creditworthiness. Our AI and blockchain platform turns farm data into financial identities, making the invisible farmers visible to banks and insurance companies. We dream for a world where we use secure, portable farm data to power climate-resilient loans and insurance. One farmer, one harvest, one step closer to solving food security. Thank you.
Hello, this is OpenCredX. We are a team of finance and technology experts, united by a vision for secure, seamless cross-border lending. Today, borrowing across countries is complex, costly, and slow, preventing many from accessing timely credit. Our platform creates a borderless financial ecosystem where trusted data flows securely across jurisdictions. It simplifies processes, reduces risks, and enables faster, more reliable credit decisions. Built on a consent-driven framework with advanced encryption, our platform ensures the highest standards of privacy, security, and trust. Powered by verifiable credentials, secure cloud APIs, blockchain, and AI. We deliver intelligence without compromising sensitive data. We envision a future of global finance where opportunities truly have no borders.
Hello, we are Silence Laboratories, a privacy-preserving computing company founded by cryptographers, PhDs, and industry leaders, helping institutions collaborate securely with our cryptographic computing virtual machine. Financial data collaboration is restricted. Competition, regulations, and weak consent mechanisms limit data sharing, while unclear usage fuels trust gaps and slows innovation. Our solution enforces consent cryptographically during usage, enables inference sharing without any movement of raw data, and unlocks value from inaccessible datasets in a compliant way. For example, with Proxtera, we have built a cross-border consent-bound SME rating engine compliant with data localization rules, where insights from encrypted SME data can be tapped for faster, safer, and inclusive underwriting. Responsible and ethical use of data with privacy at its core would drive innovation, inclusion, and economic value. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jan Pabellon, Chief Product Officer at Smile API. Our mission is to provide individuals, especially micro-entrepreneurs and small business owners, greater access to opportunities by simply using their own data. Globally, millions of SMEs are locked out of financing. The problem is a lack of trust caused by slow, manual, and fragmented verification processes that can't keep up with today's digital economy. Our solution builds that trust. Smile API creates a secure bridge between verified local data and emerging global legal identification standards like the VLEI. We connect directly to government registries and then augment that with AI and automation, extracting additional data from online public sources and proprietary documents. This transforms a business identity from a static code into a live, verifiable data that can unlock for SME owners greater access to opportunities such as financial services, new partnerships, and new markets. Our hope for global fintech is a world without borders for economic opportunity, a future where trust is automated, financing is inclusive, and any business anywhere can thrive on the global stage.
Congratulations to all our finalists. And now the moment of truth. Drum roll. I like the drum roll. And our winner for problem statement 2, the team from Silence Laboratories.
I would like to just, I'm grateful for accepting this reward on, from my team, Silence Laboratories, and our partners at Proxtera. And yeah, essentially, cross-border data collaboration is restricted because of movement of data. And if we can compute on encrypted data to share verified and trusted inferences between organizations, that could unlock a lot of financial use cases. So thank you. And thank you, BIS Innovation Hub and SAP to organize this. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Governor Fundi. And once again, a warm congratulations to the winners, Silence Laboratories. The final award is for problem statement 3 that focused on fraud and cyber risk mitigation in fast payment systems. Our judges for this problem statement were Mark Moon, Violaine Clegg, Raymond Chan, and Stephen Linnell. I would like to call up to the stage Deputy Governor Rashad Kasim to share with us the finalists and announce the winner.
Thank you very much. I guess this is the closest I'll get to announcing an Oscar type of thing, but nevertheless, I'm very pleased to see all of you in South Africa. So Fast payment systems are transforming financial services, making transactions immediate and accessible, especially in emerging markets where they drive financial inclusion and economic growth. However, this growth has also exposed new vulnerabilities, including fraud and cyber risks, such as account takeovers, phishing, identity theft, ransomware, and data breaches. These risks are even greater in markets with low levels of digital literacy, threatening the trust essential for widespread adoption of fast payments. Once again, we challenge innovators to find technology solutions that enhance the trust and integrity of fast payment systems, solutions that can detect and prevent fraud in real time, maintain low latency and work across borders, all while being cost effective and reducing false positives. So let's see how the teams have risen to this critical challenge.
We are Benfica Europe, part of a global RegTech team of 100+ specialists. Our core team includes experts from Germany, UK, India, Saudi Arabia, and Brazil, tackling worldwide fraud challenges. The problem statement we'll be addressing in the TechSprint are the authorized push payment scams, which have a huge impact globally. Our verification of payee platform prevents that type of fraud through real-time payee identity verification before the transaction is initiated. Our 4 components architecture includes compliance platform, proprietary name matching engine, global trust framework, and continuous conformance suite, all integrated through a single API gateway. We truly believe our solution supports the G20's mission to make cross-border payments secure, faster, and affordable worldwide. We are looking forward to meeting you in person in South Africa very, very soon.
ContextQ is a Singapore-based startup bringing together passionate talent from AI, payment systems, and banking sector committed to make global payment networks free of fear, crime, and disruption. Payment system today faces advanced fraud attack that outdated tools just can't detect in real time. That's why ContextQ is developing a breakthrough platform combining the explainable AI, graph analytics, behavior biometrics, and modern technology stack to deliver instant, thoroughly analyzed for complex pattern and secure fraud defense for every transaction everywhere. Our hope is to build a global fintech ecosystem that is not just fast and secure, but also inclusive for all classes of society, thus improving global payment trust and tapping the unexplored opportunity. Thank you.
Hello, we are Team MasterCard. We are presenting our solution Synergy Plus. I'm Diksha Srivastava, Manager Data Science.
I am Bhargav Pandilapalli, Data Science Manager.
I'm Rupesh Sankla, Senior Data Scientist at MasterCard AI Center of Excellence, and we're a team based out of Dubai where we build AI solutions to support the larger fintech ecosystem.
The problem we are addressing is the growing threat of social engineering, where attackers exploit human trust and steal sensitive information and trick users into approving fraudulent transactions.
The solution that we propose is a hybrid cloud edge architecture-based solution where on the edge, there are lightweight models that perform behavioral analysis using NLP and time series for fast fraud detection while ensuring data privacy.
In the cloud, graph neural networks and anomaly detection algorithms process transaction metadata and behavioral signals to score suspicious activity.
We believe the solution for social engineering has the capability to transform global fintech by protecting trust at a human layer and stopping phishing, manipulation, and fraud at source.
Instead of focusing on just defense, it provides the foundation for safer innovation and customer confidence. Thank you.
Right now, the more effort that Bank A put into the collective fraud detection system, the more Bank B, their competitor, benefit. But what if Bank could make profit from helping protecting each other? We are from Kasikornsoft or KBDG, and we are trying to change the game by lighting the fires.
Fires create a micro levy on every transaction, just 2% of what banks typically pay for the network switcher, which goes directly to a reward pool. When you share a fraud signal that prevents losses anywhere in the network, you get paid automatically through blockchain.
Currently, Thailand loses around $500 million a year to fraud. Fire needs just less than 2% of that to create an incentive pool. I think that is all it needs to turn competition to cooperation. Imagine all developing nations can build their own fraud defense without having to rent it, where the national financial security can also become shared prosperity.
Hello, I'm Kim Musoramiki, founder and CEO of FNA.
And my name is Curtis Matlock. I'm the founder and CEO of Proto. Together, we're building national utilities for scam reporting and fraud tracing.
Our system combines AI-based complaints portal with real-time tracing of fraudulent funds. We're already in production in Malaysia, where our system helps financial institutions to cut off resolution times by 75% and returns monies to victims in 1 out of 5 cases. The AI portal for complaints management is already live in Namibia, Rwanda, and the Philippines.
Victims can see their funds protected in minutes, not days. Together, our future of fintech depends on trust, and we're building these tools to safeguard every consumer everywhere.
Okay, where are the drums? So you all are winners. They all look fantastic, but they all has to be, the nature of life is has to be one winner. And the winners, FNA and Proto.
Okay, really honored to get this award together with Curtis from Proto. I think it's also a recognition for collaboration, because we are here as private companies collaborating to solve fraud. And I think collaboration was mentioned many times during today around public-private collaboration. I think there needs to be a lot of public-public collaboration to set up these utilities, but I think there needs to be also massive amounts of private-private collaboration. So I think I'm using this opportunity to call also to the other companies working in this space to work together to solve this problem globally. Thank you.
As well, that we process a lot of complaints, and one of the fastest growing segments is scams, and they're truly heartbreaking. So being able to reach into the financial system, freeze funds, and return it to their victims at speed, that's inspiring. Thank you.
I haven't had many requests today, but I'm going to ask us to just give one more round of applause for all of our winners. Please. I think it was oh, I interrupted that one. We're going to do it again. We're going to try again, and this time I won't interrupt. I think I want to reiterate what's been said, is that surfacing and rising to the top and being the top 15 out of a pile of 165 is nothing to be frowned at. And I hope that you all are incredibly proud of you, because we are. It was a challenge to go through those applications, but we are very thankful that you submitted them, and there are some really good ideas there. So also, to all our finalists, if we can just please give them one round of applause. And then, with that, about 12 months of work comes to a close, and we conclude the presentation of the 2025 G20 TechSprint Awards. Congratulations once again to all of our finalists and all of our winners in particular. To deliver the closing remarks for the day, please welcome the head of FinTech at the SARB, Lyle Horsley.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially come to the end of our G20 TechSprint. I think the teams can all breathe a sigh of relief. So when we launched our TechSprint in May this year, the governor put out a call to action. and challenge the innovators and developers to sprint. And if we look at the ingenuity and creativity in the solutions from this year's TechSprint, I think it's clear that you have all risen to the challenge. This year's TechSprint received a record number of applications from over 30 different countries, including 3 South African shortlisted firms. Our theme for this year's TechSprint focused on enhancing trust and integrity in scalable and open finance, focused on 3 problem statements, dealing with digital identity, credit data portability, and mitigating fraud and cyber risks in fast payment systems. As financial ecosystems become more interconnected, identity verification, secure data portability, and resilience against fraud and cyber threats are no longer optional. They are foundational pillars. This year's TechSprint has given us a glimpse into solutions that can solve these challenges and planted seeds in our minds for what future solutions could look like. The shortlisted firms, together with our winning solutions, represent not only technical excellence, but also a commitment to shaping a future where technology serves a public good. Your creativity and determination remind us that progress is a collective effort, and that when we work together, we can achieve extraordinary outcomes. This year's TechSprint has definitely been a collective effort between the SARB and the BIS. I would like to take a moment to thank our Governor for his leadership and support throughout this process. A special thanks to our Deputy Governors for your attendance today and your continued guidance and encouragement along the way. To the BIS and the BIS Innovation Hub, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to you for walking this journey with us. Thank you to Mr. Pablo Hernandez de Cos, the BIS General Manager, for his inspiring remarks, and to Mr. Zhang for being in attendance today and sharing your rich insights with us. A special thanks to the BIS Innovation Hub's Hong Kong Center, led by Benedict Nolans. Thank you for your guidance and technical support throughout our G20 TechSprint 2025. Benedict and Jack and the rest of the BIS Innovation Hub team, it has been a pleasure to work with you, and we look forward to more collaboration in the future. To all the participants, your passion and innovation have been the cornerstone of this TechSprint. To the shortlisted teams, thank you for coming out to South Africa to showcase your solutions, and thank you for your enthusiastic participation, creativity, and dedication to building solutions for the future. To our jury members who were responsible for shortlisting the 165 applications across the 3 problem statements, thank you for your meticulous evaluation and rigor in getting us down to our 15 innovative shortlisted proposals. To our expert judges, thank you for your time, expertise, and thoughtful deliberations to help us arrive at this year's winning solutions. And thank you for being part of our TechSprint in Durban and sharing your rich insights with us earlier today. To my SARB colleagues, it has taken many hands and lots of heart and commitment to get us to this point. I would like to extend a special thank you to our colleagues in our International Economic Relations and Policy Department, our National Payment System Department, our Payment Ecosystem Modernization Team, and our Communications Department. To the FinTech unit, we are a small team, and initially it was quite daunting for us to lead on this initiative, but thank you for your enthusiastic participation, your tremendous hard work, and your incredible commitment. A special thank you as well to Ain as our Program Director and for leading us in this effort. I was reminded earlier today that for many of us, this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I think we can all be very proud of what we have done and what we have achieved together. Thank you all for being part of this incredible journey, and I look forward to chatting to you at the cocktail just outside. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Talal, for those closing